guys. Today I'll try to, or at least I'll be trying to take off the shifter boot on my 2005 Saab. And as you can see, this one over here, it's all worn out. I made a video a while ago about 5 cosmetic things that I have on my car, and this is one of them. So my birthday was not too long ago, and I ended up finding this on eBay. I found this on eBay, and it is fake leather. I myself try not to buy leather. I don't believe in buying leather, even though yes, my car is leather. But again, I bought the car used, so if I were to buy a new car, it would definitely not be leather. I don't like using animals' skin for any kind of whatever. Anyway, back to the video. So yeah, so I found this. It's pretty neat. I actually I saw this one in red stitching and gray, and I was just wondering if they could make me one with green stitching, and yeah, they did. I ended up emailing the guy, and I asked him if he had green stitching so I can match the panels. Obviously whoever owns a Saab, they know that the panels are green. So I don't know, I thought it would be pretty cool to match it. Alright, so I've never done this before. If I'm correctly, I actually messed around with another previous car. I used to have a Saturn I Redline, and I did change this one a long time ago. I'm wondering if it's almost the same thing. The Saturn Redline had a couple clips over here, and it has the same shifter knob as the Saturn Redline and Chevy Cobalt SS. The little thingy. Pull back and go reverse. But I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. It has 2 clips over here, 1 over here. I don't know exactly if definitely it's not the exact same transmission, obviously, but same basic things. On the other one, I ended up cracking. It has a little plastic thing, a very fragile plastic thing over here. On the Redline, the first time I tried to take it out, I ended up cracking it. It is very fragile, so you kind of got to be careful about it. So, if you want to do it, I guess, the right way, you can probably take this whole thing out, but you have to mess with this, and I really don't want to mess with this. These Saabs are very touchy. So, again, kind of have to be careful about it. Stick your fingers over here. Okay, gotta be careful. Really? Oh, crap. See, there's the clip. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, guys, see what I was telling you about. Great. Alright, yep. I cracked it. That's the first thing I said, and that's the first thing I did. Great. Alright, on the Redline, I took my car to the dealer a bunch of times. There was not a recall, but the shifter used to always come off and pop out every time you shift it hard. This one on this Saab does the exact same thing. So I kind of figure out, why buy a $60 brand new shifter when you can probably try to fix yourself. I did it the getaway and put a little tin foil on the inside to make it a little bit tighter. So that's the only thing that's holding it, and it seems to be working pretty well. And I was driving this one time, and I shifted too hard, and the whole thing popped out. There's a spring over here that somehow is still somewhere inside my car, so that came off. Again, see, the whole thing comes out. Oh my goodness, how the heck did I break this? Really? Alright guys, so again, first thing I did, that's the first, Alright, so this one seems to be... Alright, they have some staples over here. Alright, so pretty much this is what it is. Alright, and This one's gonna go over here, and I'm gonna try to put it back together. Again, guys, don't be like me. I wonder if I can crazy glue it. I'm gonna try to use some crazy glue and see if I can fix it. Alright. Alright guys, I just want to show you. I'm trying to take the whole thing apart and just letting you know what this is. So pretty much make sure that the whole thing goes back together, because this is very important. Just remember that on the Saabs you gotta press up in order to shift in reverse. Alright, so make sure that you always have this facing the right way. And I just noticed too that there's a zip tie right over here holding the boot. And yes, I'm still upset that I broke this. Alright, so when you take it out, pretty much it's gonna leave you like this. Alright, and again, don't forget that it has to go a certain way. Alright, now my heart stopped before because, again, you know, if anyone that knows about Saabs, they're very, very touchy. So for some reason I ended up pressing over here really hard, and this whole spring just popped out. And you know, if you don't know what you're doing, pretty much you're kind of screwed. So I'm one of those people that I can actually take things apart, but I really suck at putting things together. So this is pretty much what it goes like that. Alright, and this is what it goes, or this is what it came out. Guys, sorry about the quality, but the zip tie was going right over here, so I had to break that. I don't have another smaller zip tie, so hopefully this one will do. And this is the one that came out, so obviously big difference. Alright. So, as you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I ended up breaking the plastic, and I tried to crazy glue this piece, and it didn't work. So I was getting a little frustrated, and I just grabbed some electrical tape, and I just guess the getaway put it together like that. So I took out all the staples that were around. There were a bunch of them. I'm gonna see if I can put it together. So pretty much this goes like that. This goes like this. And shifter like that. Well, oh, and this actually you're gonna have to mold it going inside, and it does have the little holes for the zip tie to go in. I just realized that, and I don't think this is gonna go, because what I took out from here was this. This is a zip tie. So I'm gonna go inside the house and see if I can find a smaller one, and I'll try to put it back together. So it's supposed to go like that. Alright guys, so the boot's a little tight. Even I'm thinking that even if this was a solid piece without breaking it, like I did in the beginning of the video, I would have probably broke this no matter what. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because it's a little tight over here, and you need a. I mean, obviously, I'm using my my wife's stapler, and it's not as strong. So this is better than nothing, and this is my ghetto tape over here. Actually, by me doing this, it gave me a little more space to work with this. So. Again, I did this part over here because they're gonna show up anyway. This in the back is gonna go insert it. So we'll see how it looks. Alright. It's a little tight. Some problems over here. I was trying to put this down. Now the best way to actually, because this is very tight, this is very snug right over here, you have to actually put it back and kind of pull it little by little on the edges like this until it comes out. Alright, if you try to take it out and put it on, while it's in the air, there's the spring that I was telling you guys about. This part over here is gonna come out. So it's best if you actually put it down and put it back in place and just kind of pull it down as you go. And again, I have no clue how I would have probably put this boot without breaking the plastic. Seems pretty simple, but I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not that talented at doing little things like this. I'm just, giving you a heads up of all the little things that I'm encountering with as I'm doing this. And I somehow have to fold this inside. I have to fold this inside so I can put the zip tie, and I have no clue how the heck I'm gonna do that. Alright. So I was having problems, or I'm still having problems trying to figure out how this thing goes back in. And the only reason why I'm saying that I was having problems, I've been here for like 5 minutes, and just remember to always put things back the way they're supposed to. So I had this facing down like that, and I couldn't figure out why it's not clipping. It's not clipping. Again, it's a very tight spot over here, but it's not clipping. And I'm like, what the heck? And then I started to think, and I'm like, you know what? Hold on. When I first broke this little plastic thing, wasn't the broken part on this side? So I decided to take the whole thing out. And I'm like, yeah, so those things go like that. Because I remember these clips that were going up front, and obviously they don't fit. So I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. Look at that, perfect fit. So again, guys, I mean, some people are like, I'm not the smartest person, but then again, I'm not dumb, to be honest with you. I'm just doing this as I'm going. I'm not a mechanic. So yeah, obviously, a lot of us are gonna make mistakes. All right, I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying to show you guys, how, I guess I should say, how not to install something, but then at the same time, how to install it at the same time going, that way you guys don't make the same mistakes like I'm making. All right. So this is the final product. Even if you think that you can't fix it because the plastic thing is cracked, it's actually, like I said, I don't know other way. I'm pretty sure I would have broken the plastic thing no matter what. It is a pain in the butt to actually take it out and put it back together. I couldn't find a zip tie to tie it up right over here, so this is pretty much what it looks like. And this is pretty tight, and I mean, obviously it's brand new, so it needs to be broken in. I managed to find the spring, and you definitely need the spring, so do not lose it because it is so tight. Now, obviously when you take things apart, they don't always go back the same way that you took them apart. So right now I'm kind of the gears seem a little tight, and reverse is kind of like, see that? I don't know if you guys hear it. And now fifth gear, sometimes like fifth gear that just doesn't engage. That's fourth gear, and it just feels weird. So I'm gonna take it for a spin. I'm gonna take it for a spin and see how it works. But pretty much this is the final product. This is what it looks like. It is broken over here, the plastic clip, but still feels really nice and tight. So take it for a spin, even if one of the gears don't work. You know, obviously it's my fault 'cause I took it apart, but I needed to. This one, you know, this was bugging me. You know, see how old it was. So this one actually has a strap in the middle. I'm not in the middle, on the inside. Alright, so that's how it goes. I hope the video was helpful, and I'll see you guys around.